Hey everybody, this is David, and today I'm going to be talking about X2 X-Men United, the second film in the X-Men franchise, directed by Bryan Singer and returning a whole cast of great characters and actors, as well as some new ones. And let's get talking about this movie. What did I think of it? First of all, I think this is one of the best X-Men movies of all time, if not the best for sure, definitely in my top 3 X-Men films. And this movie, so great all around. The writing, the directing, the action, everything was nicely paced when this movie. I remember when this movie first came out, I was actually one of the few people. Everybody else was like looking forward to the Matrix and the Matrix Revolutions, and I was looking more forward to X2 X-Men United because I really enjoyed the first X-Men movie, and I knew this one. I had a gut feeling that this one was going to be even better, and boy was I right. I feel sorry for all those people that, was looking forward to more the Matrix sequels than this movie. So basically, we got the whole cast back. Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry, who in my opinion has improved in this movie. Some characters if you were disappointed with their lack of appearance in the last movie, Cyclops, then you're going to be even more disappointed because Cyclops is in there for a little bit in the beginning, gets captured, and only comes back towards the end of the film. Poor Cyclops. But don't worry, because all the other characters get a good amount of screen time, and as usual, the horror Wolverine gets all of it. Not only do we get to see all our favorite characters from the original film back, but we also get a whole great new cast of characters here. Nightcrawler is a great addition to this team, and I thought, when this movie came out, Nightcrawler was definitely one of my favorites because I used to play the X-Men video game. I didn't watch too much of the old cartoon, but what I did see, I did enjoy, and I used to watch X-Men Evolution. That was the X-Men cartoon I was more into. But for the most part, Nightcrawler was my favorite character from when I was younger, and so getting to see him in live action and how great of a character he was. He's not your typical, he's not like Wolverine where he's gonna go busting in, kicking ass unless he's under mind control. But in this movie, he's religious. He's a religious type of character, and you don't see too many characters like that. So it's interesting to see a character's point of view who's a superhero have that aspect to him, and who's a man of faith. And despite people hating him, and out of all the X-Men, he's the one who's deformed the most, that looks the most different. And the public would instantly recognize him and hate him and fear him right away. And the fact that he's at one with himself and, don't worry about people. He's like a man of forgiveness. It's actually interesting seeing that part to be added to the X-Men, group. I thought that was a nice little touch there that they kind of bring it back with Beast also. But I'm kind of sad that they never brought back this character. Luckily, we have the character finally returning. Unfortunately, not with Alan Cumming returning in this year's X-Men Apocalypse. We also have Stryker, who is a really interesting character who definitely has a past with mutants that we obviously not just learn in this movie, but we've learned in some of the other films. And I really like his character here and his connection with Wolverine. I think the actor, Brian Cox, plays a terrific part. And he's definitely a great character, and I'm glad his character pops up now and again. I think he definitely helps add a new dimension to the human aspect. And so far, in my opinion, out of all the human villains that we've had in the X-Men movies, I think he's been the best one so far. Also, his little plot on how he decides to take down all the mutants is actually pretty interesting and cool. Much better than Magneto's plan from the first X-Men movie. Or maybe it's a little bit the same, just a little bit reversed. You can definitely see the improvement already with the special effects because of a higher budget in this movie. I think the score is definitely one of the best superhero scores out there. Much better than the original score. And I'm very happy that Bryan Singer brought it back in X-Men Days of Future Past. Because it definitely, once you heard that score again, it was like you remember this film and how great this film was. And not that that's what made Days of Future Past a great movie, but it helped, get us back into the swing of things with that film as well. With all that being said, guys, I'm giving X2, X-Men United, a 10 out of 10. I think this is one of the best X-Men movies of all time. There are only 2 X-Men movies I have given a 10 out of 10 to, and it's this movie and X-Men Days of Future Past. Can X-Men Apocalypse be up there with the 2 greatest X-Men movies of all time? We'll find out this summer, but I hope you agree with me, guys. I don't think there's anything I hate about this movie. Looking at it, all the way through, I think it's a perfect film, pretty much. Especially if you're a superhero film, you should be really happy about this. And there's not really much to complain. I can't find anything that I hate about this movie, but maybe you guys can. So let me know. Comment below in the comment section, and tell me if there's anything negative that you guys didn't like. I mean, other than Cyclops not getting a lot of screen time, but I mean, that's the problem I guess you deal with when having a movie with all these characters, right? And unfortunately, someone's going to be sidelined, and unfortunately, Cyclops was the one that was sidelined throughout this entire trilogy. But let's hope X-Men Apocalypse can fix that. So we'll see. So until next time, guys, I'm ending it here. Like this video, subscribe, follow me on Twitter @iCrazyDavy, and until next time, take care.